Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the briefing for Sunday, the 11th of February. Okay, a little bit of a slow start by the looks of it today. I've put the the midnight chart on here, and you see this low pressure center just down to our southwest. With it, several frontal systems. Going ahead to midday, it's moved away, and I think what we're experiencing right now is just the tail end of this occlusion, which is showing to be out in the channel by midday. There is then another one on its way, be in the Lasham area by the looks of it, some point later this afternoon. But looking at the forecast, I think that's a relatively weak feature. Moving ahead to tomorrow, not too bad. No frontal systems over the top of us. Continuing on to Tuesday, quite similar. There's a lot of activity going along in the Atlantic, but at the moment it's showing Monday, Tuesday, but we should be clear. It does look like Wednesday and Thursday do become a bit more unsettled. Winds today, fairly brisk at flying height, between 20 and 30 knots. It looks like from the northwest, this is showing 300 degrees. Current sat pic, we'll just give that a refresh. Yeah, you can see lots of showers around here, more out to the west as well. Really lots in our area, as well as at the moment some lower clouds. You see this just fuzzy, very low cloud at the moment. Looking at the rainfall radar, you can see there's lots of showers. Most of them down to the southeast, but there are lots of scattered showers around our area at the moment. Rainfall forecast, as we go through the morning, it generally starts to dissipate, and by about midday, it's a much clearer picture by the looks of it, and I think we'll be quite unlucky to catch any rain from about midday onwards. You see there are some scattered showers around. It's showing a couple more around us about 3:30. I think the risk is actually quite low from about midday. Public forecast then showing fog and drizzle for the next couple of hours, then thicker cloud and brightening up a little bit later in the afternoon. Top temperature of 8 degrees and a reasonable breeze from the northwest, picking up a little bit as the day goes on. Notice the humidity at the moment stands at 99%, which explains the picture we've got outside, not getting down to anything less than 90% until at least midday. So it looks like even if the fog goes, the cloud will probably be very low until about midday. GFS is showing a midday temperature of 9 to 10 degrees with dew points of about 5. So there's a sufficient split from midday by the looks of it. That's current view outside, obviously not usable at the moment. Currently 7 degrees, dew points at just over 5 at Lasham. Odium haven't put a TAF up because it's the weekend, but currently overcast at 200 feet. Farnborough is similar. They've put broken at 500 feet there, but they've also put mist. Forecast, so all day they've put scattered at 800, but they've got a tempo here for broken at 800 and some rain showers for this morning. But becoming midday, 10 knots from the west-northwest, and they're showing a prop 30 from midday onwards, broken at 1400. So they're not actually very optimistic, but I think it's going to be fine from about midday. Okay, so top meteo. You see this morning in our area, pretty red. Going to midday, looks like it's clearing up. Looks like we're just on the edge of this clearance at about midday. 1 p.m. looking much better, still potentially some low cloud in the area. But by 2 to 3 p.m., it looks like we should be pretty clear of low cloud with the chance of a little bit of drizzle or some showers around. But generally, from about midday onwards, it's looking a lot better. There's no NOTAMs to be worrying about today. Okay, operationally, when we go out, it will be on 27. Due to the northerly component, we'll do the winch launching on the north side of the runway. So we have the launch point offset to the south of the runway. Winch cables running down the north side of the runway. Aerotowing will be on the southern side of the runway. Barry and I will go and see how wet the airfield is. It may be that we will be landing on the runway. If so, that'll be south side circuits landing on the runway only. North side circuits will be onto north side grass. We'll make that very clear when we go out. If we do that setup, the launch point will be further into the airfield to allow space for landing on the runway. It'll be near the intersection with the cross runway here. If it's back here in the normal position, that means we're landing on the grass. Okay, glider availability. We've got two K21s, 774 and 778, three K13s now, two baby grobs, SH6 and SH8, and three discuses. Can we keep turning on the wind choke? That's been good so far. Just a couple of minor points. Wing walkers, make sure you keep the glider pointing towards the buggy. It doesn't do that by itself like it does with the aero tow hook. And drivers, if the glider's not pointing towards you, please just stop. Can we avoid sitting on the wing roots of the K21s? You'll see 774 is all nice and shiny now on the left-hand side. Had to do some work to it to get it up to that standard because there was some damage from people sitting on it, unfortunately. And the workshop have also asked, make sure we lift the tail wheels when we're turning the gliders, especially on the tail heavy ones. SH8 had a flat tire, and that was due to it being pulled around corners and damaging the valve inside. No movements. This morning, simulated serviceable, and we can do any bronze tests or theory lectures that people require. Okay, I think we'll be going out about midday, maybe just after today. I'll see you out there. Bye for now.